Hello and welcome to a special edition of Comcast Newsmakers. We are on location in Des Moines, Iowa at the annual conference for the National Foundation for Women Legislators, and I'm here with Councilwoman Tina Ward-Pugh from Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
And the National Foundation of Women Legislators, they took a trip to India in January that you had the pleasure of going on. Tell me first of all how this trip came about, because there's an international part of the organization that does quite a bit.
Well, it came about, I think, in large part because our current chair, Senator Swati Dandekar, is originally from India, and so she helped arrange the trip for us this year. And of course, we went to her home country of India. They were looking for folks who might want to be a part of that. I wanted to be a part of that. I'm interested in issues related to water purification, taking that to the world, and I had hoped to have an opportunity to create some relationships between the NFL and Louisville and
that's
India.
exactly what happened. There's a process called electrolycs for water purification, and it's a simplified process that purifies water, and it comes in very handy, especially in natural disasters. Tell me exactly what that does for communities when you bring that process there.
Well, you're right. It is. The process of electrolysis actually was invented in Louisville in the mid-1800s based on a cholera and dysentery outbreak. And so everything that's used today, the technology by every municipality, is the same process. It's just that Edge Outreach has taken that and put it together in a small package kind of version.
Now, you mentioned Edge Outreach. Tell us what that is for folks who don't know.
Well, thank you. Edge Outreach is an NGO in Louisville that is sort of a disaster relief as well as just sort of a mission-focused organization that takes their simple process of water purification to countries where there is no clean water. And so India, of course, when I learned that over 500,000 children under the age of 5 will die in India this year for the lack of clean water, I thought, this is crazy.
There's something simple to figure this out.
It is. And it's a simple contraption. You can get tanks in country no matter where you go. The cleaning and maintenance of this small contraption is very simple. The goal is to teach the villagers to maintain it themselves so that we can walk away and they are in control of their own lives.
Now, that must have been an amazing trip. I know every time I go abroad, and you've mentioned it too, that it changes you because you can see life from a different perspective. What did this trip do for you? Well,
to be honest with you, it was hard to come back. The district that I represent has all the way from working class people to some of the wealthiest in Louisville. It was hard to reintegrate after seeing the crush of people, the millions of people in towns and the villages, desperate, coming up with their child in an arm, tapping on our bus window, asking for help, asking for food. You come back and you realize there's a bigger opportunity, there's a bigger need. We've got to figure out a way to create relationships and partnerships to be able to respond to that.
This water purification process, did it actually happen while you were there, or was it just in place and about to happen?
Actually, there is a spot in India that we didn't go where they have had a water purification system set up for about 4 years now.
Okay.
I actually took a letter from the Louisville Water Company, which is a publicly owned water company, Edge Outreach, and the local Indian professional group, and my mayor, inviting them to come back to or over to Louisville, where we have the training school there in Louisville.
Well, it sounds like a very exciting trip. Thank you for sharing the work that the organization does, and continue to have fun at this conference. Good to see you.
My pleasure.
All right, and thank you too for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Candace Kelly.